Okay, so today we're up here at the South Ogden, Utah Driver's License Division, and we're going to do the motorcycle test here. We're going to show you guys how easy and simple this test is. So bear with me with this wind. So the whole concept of this test is a trickery test. I took this my first time on a 750 and it was pretty difficult. I never practiced it once. I never came up here once to see, the terrain or the layout or the kind of dynamics that I would have to lean into or whatever. And I just want everybody to know that this is mainly a trick course. There's nothing on here that's going to save your life. But they do want you to know how to balance, how to brake, and how to not fear leans at slow speeds. So I am taking this. I have done this test, several times. It's very easy. It's all about clutch, speed off the start, and then clutch in and gliding after that. So I'm actually on my 1000 Honda brand new CBR RR, and I'm just going to glide through this real quick and show you guys how easy it is. Now keep in mind that when we do this first test here, which is going to be the cones, we want to start to the right, and then we want to weave to the left, obviously right, left, and then so on until we get to the end down here. And then we're going to make a left-hand turn, and we're going to stay inside that yellow line. So we don't want the bike to come out of the yellow line. Once we make that turn, we're going to come our way back here into this white box, and then I'm going to stop with my front wheel in there, and that is the first section of this driving test. Okay, so I'm on my bike here. Now the key to this, once again, is clutch speed off the start. Once you get the clutch speed off the start, you're just going to hold the clutch in basically through the first cone, and then you'll just kind of let on and off of the clutch, giving it gradual gasoline, and you'll glide right through those no problem. Making that left-hand turn, parking with the front tire in that box. So here we go. Okay, so that's the first part of the test. As you can see, it's all about clutch speed off the start, and then you just kind of engage your clutch on and off throughout the video, throughout the ride through those cones. It's nothing. Don't let it intimidate you. Even on the big CC bikes, I've done this on the 1300. It is no sweat. It's a trick contest. Remember that. On your next one here, this is going to be the sharp right-hand turn. You cannot touch the yellow lines on this. A lot of my friends I've seen be confused and tricked by this because they start out too slow and then they try to come up here and lean and they end up putting their foot down. The key to this, again, is clutch speed off the start. If we're not clutch speeding off the start, there's no way we're going to get this. So I'm going to clutch speed off the start. I'm going to take off the clutch and lean into the turn. And then I'm going to go all the way down to the last cone where the yellow line is. And I'm going to do a complete 360 without touching any of those yellow lines and come back and park with my tire in the front there again. So here we go. Okay, so you saw once again that that was all about clutch speed off the start. And notice that I had my bike tire just to the left of the red T, which is the test mark. I recommend when you do this on a large CC bike that you come with your front tire over about 8 to 10 inches. 90% of the time they're not even going to notice that, and it helps you tremendously. Now I can do that on that 1000 no problem, but it is tremendously easier if you just move your tire even 6 inches over to the left. So anyway, now the third portion of this test deals with the quick stop. Once you've made it past the cones and past the sharp right-hand turn, this test is pretty much over. At this point, all we're going to do is we're going to get our bike up to 15 miles an hour, and then we're going to stop right before the end of the yellow lines. And, so once I cross this straight line right here, I have to stop and not let my front tire skid out. So I'm going to come through here, and as soon as I pass this right here, I'm going to hit my brakes, and I want to stop before my front tire passes that red line. Easy peasy.